Hey everyone, my name is Daniel, and in today's video, we're going to take a look at Microsoft Copilot Studio templates. Now, these templates became available in the Microsoft Copilot Studio era. They were not there in the Power Virtual Agent days. So it's very important that you and I take a closer look at all these templates that are available and then figure out, are these only for learning capabilities or can we even apply them to production use? Also, if you haven't already, I urge you to go watch my previous video, which was about Copilot Studio knowledge, because we'll be applying that knowledge in this video as well. So stick around, this is very important. But first, here's my intro video. So let's get started. We are currently in the home page of Copilot Studio. And like I mentioned even in my previous video, you can start to access this home page by putting in copilotstudio.microsoft.com. This is now the new URL and you can start to use that immediately. So I highly urge you to do that. All right, so in the home page, you see the start with templates. We actually see these 6 of them because they're really available now. You can start leveraging them. However, if I come to the right and I click on see more, you will see these coming soon templates that are also going to be here. These additional 6 more that are coming. And interestingly, I am really excited to watch about this approval manager one, because if it is what I think it is, I can start to leverage that in the real world scenario as well. Okay, so what we're going to do now is take a look at 6 of these templates that are already available, and you will soon realize that we can put them into 2 different categories. Then we will take the existing one, which is the website Q&A, and tweak it to match one of the ones that even you can start using it in your real world scenario. We'll do that as well. So let's get started by taking a look at these templates. The first one I'm going to look at is the Safe Travels one. So if I go and click on it, what you will see is this section over here. It shows up at the Safe Travels and it goes ahead and gives you a title, a nice icon, description, instructions. It picks English as your default because that's the one that I use. And then it goes ahead and adds a knowledge. Also, on the top left, it is actually saying, consider using the Safe Travels template instructions. And if I go and click on it, it will actually take me to a Microsoft Learning documentation where you can go and see step by step how to go and use it. It gives you prerequisites, installations, use cases, extension properties, and so on and so forth. There are also really good videos available, usually about a minute or 2-minute type of videos, which just gives you a good overview. I really like that this video is available for each and every one of them, so all 6 of them. Also, as you can see for this one, there is already a knowledge that is added, which is basically an external website. So if I go and click on this, and if I go and click on open, another tab opens up, and here is what it is. travel.state.gov/content/travel.html. This is the URL of an external website that was added as knowledge. So if I come over here now, if I go and click on create, it'll actually go and set up a completely new Copilot using that template. And I'm going to do that specifically for this scenario because I want to show you a very key difference between using these templates and an out-of-the-box one that we've created. So here you go, all right? We are now coming into this Copilot Studio. And again, like I mentioned in the previous video, I am super impressed at how fast these templates now go ahead and become into Copilot Studios. And not just templates, in general, when you're creating a Copilot, also how fast it does. Because I remember back in the day, way back in the day in Power Virtual Agents, you literally had to go and click on that. Then you can pretty much go and get yourself some coffee and come back because it used to take a while. But now the speed has remarkably improved. Major kudos to the product team on that. All right, so let's come back over here. We went and now created this Safe Travels Copilot, and there's an interesting things over here which I want to point out. Yes, we've already gone ahead and created the enable. That was the website. It's already here. But what I want to show you now is the topics. Check this out, all right? It's showing me my all topics over here. But when I go to my custom, these are all that I have. I have 5 customs, and I still have 9 systems. So the one for the system, which is the number 9, this is a pretty common number. But for the custom, I only have 5. Now keep that in mind because I want to switch gears a little bit and show you this one. This is a standard out-of-the-box Copilot that we would create if we didn't use any of the templates. If we went and created one from scratch, this is what it would look like. Now, as you can see, the knowledge has been enabled because it can go and use the AI to get general knowledge. That one is already there, but I don't have anything added to it. Also, when I go and take a look at my topics, you see that there is a difference. Remember in the previous one, when we come back over here, custom had 5, but in this one now, there is 7. So what is the difference? Well, let's take a look at that. Over here, I immediately notice that I have lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. I know for a fact I don't have in my other one, and I love that because what happens is when you're going and building one from scratch, these lessons are also here. And if you go and take a look at these lessons, they are also on by default, which means before you can go and make this as a production one, you pretty much have to go ahead and disable it. And if you're confident, you also go and delete it. So I like that these templates have already gone ahead and taken care of that. They've already made sure that, hey, don't give those 3 lessons over there, just so that people can start using these templates a little faster. Thank you, Microsoft, for doing that. All right, so I know that there were 3 lessons. So if all 3 were added over here, this should have been 8. So what is that one additional one that has been removed? Well, let's do a side-by-side comparison. All right, we've got the custom here, we've got custom here. I see goodbye, goodbye, perfect. Greeting, greeting, perfect. I see the start over, and then there's a start over. I don't see any of the lessons. Also, I don't see what can I ask. This what can I ask is a custom topic that has been added for this Safe Travels Copilot. So let's come back into the Safe Travels Copilot, go to topics, and in our custom topic, look at this what can I ask topic. So as I see that it is triggered and it has got a description, but from the actual other nodes, this is what it is. It's basically a message variation, goes ahead and puts a message and then puts in some quick replies. So you can actually go and click on that quick reply section over there. So this topic is pretty simple, but the interesting thing is it went and did some cleanup. This template did do some cleanup. It took out the lessons and it added this one additional topic for us to use. So overall, I like this Safe Travels Copilot. Next, let's go and take a look at the store operations one. So the store operations, again, the same thing. It is a template. You've got a link to it. If I go and click on the link, it opens up into another tab, gives you some good description plus a video about it. So make sure you go and watch that video. And in this case, you see that it's got 2 of these knowledges. So if I go and now click on this create, it is going and setting up this Copilot really, really fast. I cannot be more impressed of how fast this thing works right now. And it also went and loaded. Yes, the description and instructions is still loading, but nonetheless, it's pretty fast. All right, so these are the 2 knowledges. These knowledges, if you come over here, you'll see they're of type public. But in the topics, over here, again, this has got 7, all right? Remember, the previous one only had 5. But over here, I don't see the lesson 1 and 2. But I am seeing some new ones. I see find product, I see initiate product return, and I even see track order. So let's go and take a look at find product. If I go and take a look at it, it takes us directly inside. These are all the nodes that are going on, and there's some good amount of work going on over here. So these templates are pretty neat. And let's do this one test. I'm going to go and ask this question, where can I get the Surface Pro 5? Go and click on enter. This is just for us to test to see, hey, are these even working? And there you go. It says you can find the Surface Pro 5 certified refurbished on the Microsoft Store website. It is available to purchase from there. And I can click on this link and it'll work over here. Again, pretty neat. It directly works out of the box. In this case, the topics are also being used. Let's go and take a look at the third one, which is the sustainability insights, description, instructions, and this one also has knowledge. So I'm kind of seeing a theme over here, at least for the 3 ones that we looked at, which was the safe travels, the store operations, and the sustainability insights. They fall into this one new category that I'm calling about is that templates with knowledge. Because I don't see any other data connections over here, I specifically see knowledge. Now, yes, there are some custom topics in it, but these are focusing only on getting information from the knowledge. So that's basically how I'm saying the first 3 we looked at, they're going in and creating these knowledge. So I'll go and click on create because just out of curiosity, let's go in and see how many new topics this has created. So it's going in and loading over here, which is neat. If I go into the topic session, this is also going to go and load immediately. And here, this one is basically got 5. So the new things that I see is compare and compare data between organizations. So again, neat stuff, something that we can go in and start using immediately. All right, so now I go to the next one and something has changed. Notice over here, I don't have a knowledge, but I have a connection to my Office 365 connector. So there is that new category. Remember, the first one, the first three we looked at, they were specifically pulling in from knowledge. In this case, they're actually connecting to a data source, which is our Office 365 users. So if I go and now click on create for this one, just to see how this template goes and creates, I'm also interested to go and see how these topics are going to be. So in the knowledge section over here, I'm going to wait for this loading to finish. Certain topics came up. So let's go and take a look at these topics. And in my topics, in the custom side, whoa, I got a lot more over here. There is so much more going on. There is further information, look up employee, look up manager, view direct reports, view works with, what can I ask? Like there is a plethora of new topics over here. So this is a good one to even keep in your learning content with some reverse engineering, or something you can consider going production with this one over here. All right, let's keep moving forward. This is the weather Copilot. See, the same thing, that it doesn't seem to have any knowledge, but it has a data connection to MSN Weather. So very similar to this Teams Navigator Copilot. When I go take a look at the overview, no knowledge over here, but it had a connection to the Office 365 users. This one has a connection to the MSN Weather over here. So if I go and create this one also, it'll go ahead and load. It creates our Copilot. Just interested to see what new topics are being created on this side. And as we are in, you see that there is no new knowledge which is there. It has the out-of-the-box enable one, but I don't see any new knowledges that are added. Here, the topics are created, so let's go and click on select all. In the custom one, I'm getting things like get current weather, get forecast for today, get forecast for tomorrow, things like what can I ask. So I'm going to actually put over here, what can I ask, just to see what does that topic even do. So it's going to say you can ask what is the forecast for tomorrow, what is the current weather, what is the forecast for today. I'm interested in the first one. What is the forecast for today? So which city do you wish to get the forecast for tomorrow? I'm going to say Charlotte, North Carolina, because that is where I live. It goes ahead and loads it over here, and there you go. The forecast for tomorrow in the specified location is as follows, and gives me a really good overview of what my temperature and everything is going to be tomorrow. Again, this is all out of the box, all right? Thanks to also these custom topics that have been created. And in this case, it went and used that MSN Weather connection. It didn't add any knowledge as one. Pretty neat, right? So let's go take a look at the last one. And this one over here, which is the website Q&A Copilot. This one doesn't seem to use any data connections, but it does use a knowledge. So we'll go and take a look at this one as well. It goes and clicks on, we'll click on create. It's loading it. Once it goes ahead and loads, I'm again interested to see what are the custom topics that it has been created. I'm again fascinated how fast this thing loads. The knowledge does have this AI one enabled, but on this side, we can go and click on the see all for the topics, and I don't see any new custom ones. I see these generic ones over here, which is goodbye, greetings, start over, and thank you. So this website Q&A Copilot is really generic. It doesn't have any new custom topics, and all it does is actually pulls information from this one knowledge. I do like this, even though it doesn't have any custom topics in it, I do like this as a starting point for an idea that I had, which I'm going to show you very soon. But this is it. This is the overview of the 6 templates that are available right now out of the box. And here are the ones that we can see. These are the 6 templates. And again, I am excited to go ahead and see all these other new ones that are coming soon. But hey, these 6 are pretty good as well. So I highly urge you to go ahead and take a closer look at each and every one of them. As I was reviewing each and one of these Copilot templates, this website Q&A Copilot really caught my attention, because what I can do is take that Copilot, basically that template, go in there, tweak it to match one of the ones that I really need right now. And that is to give my technology team an overview of all the security and vulnerabilities that have been announced pretty much on a daily basis. So that's what I'm going to do. What I'm going to first come over here is edit this a little bit. So I'm going to come on the edit piece over here, and it says this website Q&A Copilot. I'm going to go ahead and change that into cybersecurity Copilot. All right. This description, I am going to go ahead and change it to something like this. This is a Copilot that provides information from reputable cybersecurity website. I'm going to put a period as well. Instructions is good, so I'll leave that as is. Now for the knowledge. By default, this feature which says allow the AI to use its own general knowledge, That is currently enabled. What I'm going to do is disable it. Now, I am going to go and provide some websites. So yes, we are going to go and use the knowledge, but I just want to be careful that I only give the end users information that I want them to see. I don't want AI in this case to go and get its own general knowledge. It's very important that it only uses my content. Therefore, for this example that I'm building, I went ahead and disabled it. What I'm going to go now is go ahead and click and look at the see all. And this Microsoft one, that was for a whole separate scenario. So I'm actually going to click on this ellipsis and go and click on delete. And yes, I'll go and delete it. What I'm going to do is go ahead and add 3 more reputable websites. So here you go. I'm going to go and click on plus add knowledge. This is of a type public websites. And I am going to make sure that I abide by this condition. It says don't include query strings more than 2 levels of depth. The first one I'm going to use is the CISA, which is Cyber Security Infrastructure Security Agency. And it goes up to 2 levels. It's the news events and alerts. So I'll go and click on add. And I'll go and change that to CISA, all right? So did that one. Next, I'm going to add this link, which is National Vulnerability Database. I'll go and click on add, and I'll just go ahead and change this into National Vulnerability Database, all right? And then finally, add this link over here, again, going only 2 levels deep. Go and click on add. And this is the Microsoft Security Bulletin. So I'm going to go and write this as Microsoft Security Bulletin, right? Go ahead and click on this add. And now I've got my 3 public websites. And if you've seen my previous video, since they're only public websites and URLs, the status gets ready really fast. Cool. So again, once again, we come out to the overview. It did not save our name and description because we didn't save it. So I'm going to go and make sure that my name is correct. I'm going to make sure my description is correct. Our 3 knowledge sources are good. So in this case, let me go and click on the save over here. It's completed. And I'll also go and publish it for now. I'm going to click on publish, publish again. It is publishing. Can take a few extra seconds. So we'll just wait for this thing to finish. There you go, your Copilot has been published. This is really good. Now let's go and do a test. I'm gonna go ahead and ask a question. But wait, this hello, I'm your website Q&A Copilot, I don't like that. I wanna go and actually change it. So to do that, I'm actually gonna go to my topics, go to the system, and right over here, this conversation start, I'm gonna go and click on that, and you will see it right over here. See in the message, this is basically what it is. Hello, I am your website Q&A. I'm actually gonna go and highlight this whole thing because I wanna delete it. And instead, I'm going to put this. Hello, I am your cybersecurity Q&A Copilot. The information I provide you is based upon the curated list of external sources the security team refers to. This is what I want people to see. So I can go and click on save. So now, right over here on the bottom right, when we go and now click outside over here, I actually go and do a refresh. You will see our updated name. There you go. Now I like the way the Copilot is starting this direction. But let's go and do a test. So the first question I'm going to go and ask is, any vulnerabilities for Microsoft Excel I should be aware of? Go and click on enter. Copilot is going to reference all of the knowledge that we provided. And it comes back with this. It says a remote code execution vulnerability exists in Microsoft Excel software when the software fails to load, blah, 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 blah. And then it goes ahead and gives me this link with the CVE number. If I go and click on it, it opens up another tab. And this is now coming from that National Vulnerability Database. That National Vulnerability Database is actually one of the knowledges that we add over here. See, the NVD, National Vulnerability Database, that is where the knowledge came from. So you see what we just did over here. I took that Q&A template, tweaked it a little bit, removed the existing knowledge, and then added 3 of my own, and immediately we've got our own cybersecurity Copilot. This is going ahead and now giving us all the information about any vulnerabilities that we want, because the knowledge is coming from those 3 most reputable websites that I personally refer to. And you can go ahead and build this right now so that your IT team or your internal technology team can start leveraging this to get any other information that they would like to see from a security standpoint. And this is just one scenario. You can go and do that for anything else as long as you have all those contents that are available. We first went through all 6 of those templates and put them in 2 different buckets. One was only for the knowledge kind, and the other one actually had some data connections with it. This was two good variety that Microsoft was already giving you out of the box, and I'm interested to see the 6 new ones that are coming out. So hopefully this video was useful to you, and as always, keep using Microsoft Copilot Studio. Hello, hello, hello. So if you like this video, go ahead and click on that subscribe button and smash that like button. Also, if you have a few extra seconds, can you go ahead and put in a comment? Either say something nice or give me ideas for my next video. And until then, see ya.